everyone. I'm Mike Mahan of the Stanley Ventures team and lead mentor for Castor. When I first met Castor, I felt like they were extremely professional, extremely organized, especially for a startup in their stage, very early. But everything they have, materials-wise, product-wise, plan-wise, it's all something I would expect of a much later stage company. Where I see them in the future is truly executing on that plan successfully and having a major impact on everyone in the environment that's trying to manufacture cheaper, faster, better using 3D printing. And if I could describe them with one word, it would be ready. I think that they're ready to execute. I think their product is ready. I think their team is ready to build on all this momentum coming out of Techstars. And I wish them all the best and good luck to you guys. Thanks.
Let it go, can't hold it back anymore. Let it go.
Thank you, Elsa. Hi, everyone. My name is Omer. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Castor, a complete decision support system for utilizing industrial 3D printing. Now, I want to start by telling you that we have 4 Fortune 500 companies using our software since we launched it 4 months ago. Now, the reason those companies are using our software is because those companies are afraid. They're afraid of missing out. They're afraid to be disrupted by 3D printing. They're afraid that one day their competitor will have a cheaper machine just because it has 3D printed parts in it. They're afraid to submit a CapEx investment of $500,000 on a 3D printer and to realize it doesn't fit their needs. Now, they already know that an Airbus A350 has a 3D printed parts in it, and they know that even HP president says the fourth industrial revolution has to do with 3D printing, and they know that technology is only now mature enough to 3D print end-use parts for commercial use. Now, the problem is that those manufacturers don't have enough information and in-house expertise to use 3D printing to generate profits. They're not aware of all the high-end printers located mostly at the service bureaus. So Castor is the first intelligent 3D printing software for manufacturers because it allows them to decide whether to prefer 3D printing over traditional manufacturing methods, and by that to save a lot of time and money. We do that by providing them technical analysis and cost-saving advice for each one of the parts they want to produce. This is how it works. The algorithm analyzes a full machine BOM, bill of material, database of parts, and it gives you a report of which parts are printable, which parts are not, what are the changes needs to be done in order to make it printable, and what is the best technology that suits your part based on the system requirements. Then, as part of the business model, we also point you to the right service bureau who can print the part, including the price and the lead time. So we work with companies like Stanley Black & Decker because we can give them value along all the chain from design to mass production. At the design phase, we know how to combine multiple parts into one, and enabling parts that cannot be produced in any other method. At the NPI phase, new product introduction phase, the first 1 or 2 years of the product, we solve the bottleneck of waiting and spending huge amounts of money on small quantity parts by enabling the NPI managers to do the math, whether it's worth using 3D printing or not. And as for the production, we actually save time and money. Let me show you this through an example. This is an example of our design partner, an SMB, 150 employees. If they manage to print this part in $300 versus $450 in plastic machining, they could save $120,000. And this company has 16 projects like this in parallel these days, so they could save almost $2 million a year just by finding those candidates out of thousands of parts they make using our software. Now we see the competition, it divides into 3, the CAD software, the service bureau software, some workflow software, but none of them gives a pure solution for production engineering for companies located in Hartford and in Detroit who always think about a cost saving first. The business model is pretty simple. we sell a bank of parts that can be analyzed in the cloud in few tiers, and the price changes according to the number of parts being uploaded to our system. We also do revenue share agreements with the service bureaus for every part that we send them to print. This is us. Along with me, there is Elad and David. I'm lucky to know them for 16 years. We served together at the Israeli Air Force. I used to work for Stratasys, one of the biggest companies in the 3D arena. I'm a mechanical engineer and hold an MBA in entrepreneurship and innovation. They both from Tel Aviv University, one of our investors. Elad created software for huge companies like Holiday Inn and Priceline and led teams of developers. And David knows the high-tech industry from 8 years in EY. He also holds an MBA from Kellogg in Chicago. And as I've said, we launched our software 4 months ago in Germany in a big conference, and we see tremendous success in our key metrics ever since. Last week only, we've analyzed 2,000 parts from 18 different companies, and we've been growing about 40% week over week. In fact, we're going to be on Onshape App Store in the coming weeks. So if you believe, like us, thank you, that when it comes to manufacturing, intelligence helps you modernize, come talk to us after the pitch. Thank you.